Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money, and what a week! The markets had like one of their best weeks all year, and I had my worst week all year. But at least we had a little comeback today, and hopefully, I don't know why we've missed out on the Santa Claus rally. We just picked the one stock with a lot of bad news, but hopefully that changes, and don't forget, guys, next week I will be on out at sea. So no live shows, but I will be posting daily so you guys know how I'm doing. And of course, Patreon members, you'll get all my trades in real time, still even on the boat. Big shout out to you guys. But how did I wind up, guys? So this is a crazy week. We got up, winner, chicken dinner. So at least a little comeback today. Still, unfortunately, for the week, down $1.4 million. So not the kind of week anybody would want to have in the market, especially when the market had one of its best weeks, in all year running this week. So, but you know what? It's very promising. Promising and disappointing. At one point today, guys, Lucid was all the way up to $39, and I was up about 600 grand. I was like, yeah, that was not looking good. Saying we may have an epic comeback, get this thing running. And at one point today, Lucid was down, but then bounced off pretty quickly here, and then it kind of stabilized. So I think it's the good support. I think it's good that it was up today. A lot of times, if it is a short sellers or a sell-off, these things continue to plunge and just get uglier and uglier, like this stock here, AMC. It just keeps going down. So AMC, while it was a big one, and held strong in there at around the 40s for a while, it just finally plunged, with the earnings and stuff. GameStop also, it actually came back a little bit today, but it's also, taking a beating this month. But yeah, when you look at the Lucid, I think Lucid's going to get back into the 40s. It had a lot of support, and there's a lot of people who own the stock up here, and this is different than AMC, and while it is a sort of a meme stock and was popular with the memes and the Reddit community and all that kind of stuff, this is a real company. It's making something. Obviously, building a brand new car company, you're going to lose money for many years. It's not like you just flip a switch and make money. GameStop, on the other hand, like with their earnings and AMC, these are companies that have been around for a long time that just can't make money. So it's a big difference. Lucid has a plan. I mean, unless people stop buying their cars, but over time is going to make money. You have to invest in these things. Now, GameStop and AMC both, that's what they're doing, the same thing. Obviously, investing, trying to rebrand themselves and come up with new concepts, but they're also just in failing industries. Lucid is in an emerging industry, being in the EV space, electric vehicle space. Where it's the future, and like I said, they just got car of the year. People are talking about them and looking for them and stuff. So I definitely think it will continue. Apple, another new high today. This thing just keeps going, which is funny because like I told you guys, Apple would run towards the end of the year, and so obviously it's one of the big ones helping the Dow. But it's interesting because they said Apple supply chain issues. They said sales of phones aren't the greatest. This wasn't a big year for Apple on the phones. They didn't have really any new products come out that were earth shattering, that were generating tons of revenue. They've lowered the commission on their apps for developers who do less than $1 million a year, which is a lot of their developers. Obviously they have the big developers who do a lot of money, but they probably have 1 million apps on their app store of people who do less than $1 million a year, and to discount that 20% for those people is a big hit to the bottom line. They also a total failure in the Apple TV space, with their streaming service, trying to go after Netflix and the other ones. Just a total failure. They either need to spend a lot of money boosting it up with a lot more content to keep it going. But I mean, like I said, Apple's a great company. You can't say anything bad, but it makes no sense to me. Apple running 30, 10, 15% in the last month. I mean, it's terrific, and like I tell you guys, it's a great company. But this is where it's interesting in how people move money around and where it is. My guess, Apple will probably could touch 200 or keep going, and then probably around the first of the year, you'll see a little sell-off there, maybe even some profit taking end of the year. Tesla today had a little bit of bounce back, up 13 points, but same thing with it today, kind of like Lucid, was up stronger than down and all around, but finished another rough week for that one, from its highs. Roku, that was a big high flyer the other day. That continues to come down. Not sure what the news was that Kathy Wood said that made it rock that day, but it sure did. But now it's looks like it's coming back to where it kind of was previously now, sitting there right before it really had dropped. So it'll be interesting there where that one goes. But what do you guys got for me today? And cryptocurrency is tanking again, coming down. That's not really a good sign when it's near its lows of the day going into the weekend. Could be a bigger sell-off. Our crypto keeps sinking. All my Shiba astronauts, I don't know where you guys are. You guys must have all ran for the hills. Cardano, this is another one. Just keeps tanking, and Stellar Lumina, they all just keep tanking. So I don't know. I'm sure there's one or two of them out there that are up or doing something, but overall everything keeps tanking. But like I said, markets had one of the best weeks of the year and strong days today. But like I said, it's very encouraging. Our big position, Lucid, it's encouraging because while the markets were up under 1%, Lucid was up 3%. At one point, it was up over 6%, but still finished up, bounced off the lows, which I think makes I think that I think it's got some support it here, and I think I honestly think we'll see it back in the 40s next week. So hopefully everything works out, and because we have a large position. I did roll these down the 41s, but the thing is, what's good here is, like I said, the closer it gets to the strike prices, the better the premiums are. When it's really far away, the premium's not that good. So if you take like Lucid at 37.66, and you do the math here, 37 to 41 is $4, and so it's about $1 premium right now in here, if Lucid stayed the same. And then you look at this one, being so far away, the premium is only like 30 cents. So that's what I was saying about it makes sense to roll these down unless it totally ran right back to like $48, $49. But the premium, the weekly premium isn't very good when this starts to get too far away. So that's why you want to roll down or stay. You need to stay somewhere near it. Like I said, yeah, you'll make 20, 30 cents a contract, but on 1,600 contracts, it's only making me $30,000 for the week. Obviously we want to make more, so we need to be in those price ranges near the strike price is where you get a better premium. So hopefully Lucid comes up. I'd love to see Lucid 42, 43 next week would be really nice. So hopefully, I don't know, Santa Claus has to come at some point for the Raja, right? So, all right, what do you guys got for me today? What do you got? Jeffrey says, no stress, crypto bouncing back. Get ready, buckle up, XRP taking off within the next 2 months. Well, sounds good. Can't wait. 2 months is a long time, but I'll be ready for it. Excuse me. Derek says, my big winners today were Apple and Ford, both all-time highs. How did Ford wind up today? I didn't see Ford. Oh, wow. 21.45. So, yeah, definitely a new high today. That's awesome. And I wonder why that was a 20-minute new stock purchase. Why was that up so much today? Ford just had a great day. I don't know. It's 19. Just a great day there. Shabby for life. Good evening, Raja. Boom, boom, boom. We'll take it to buck calls on Lucid. Awesome. You did good today. Marjorie Vargas in the house. What's up, Marge? Mikey the Fish. They want $3 trillion market cap for Apple. They'll probably get it, but then it's great to run, but then if it just runs right back down, I don't know what that does, helps their stuff. It also says, when you sell naked puts, your maximum profit is the premium, so limited up and significant down. Curious why you wouldn't own common and sell covered calls, because it's kind of like the same thing. If you own the common stock and it goes all the way down, you can lose it all, just like, kind of like you're saying with the puts. And your upside is very limited. I'd rather not have to carry the stock, and also I'm not paying any margin interest. I mean, you could just buy enough with what you have in cash, but I'm not really looking to own a bunch of stock. I'm looking more to leverage my money and try and make more money. But overall, the selling covered calls is a really good system for people who own stock for long periods of time, or they have stocks that don't move a lot, like Pfizer, or, like some oil companies, or not oil companies, utility companies, stuff like that, where they're in like the same range. Like if you have a stock that doesn't move, 5, 10 points a year, it's easy to sell covered calls every week, month, and make revenue. But when you have stocks that are moving a lot, the covered call strategy really doesn't work well. And especially like with something like Lucid, it wouldn't make any sense because it moves a lot, and if it drops 10 points, that's great. I sold a covered call. You're either going to have margin calls or huge losses. Where with the selling the puts to open, you just keep rolling it down. So let's say I bought Lucid for $50. I sold the $50 calls a week ago for $3. Takes my price to 47. Lucid drops all the way down to from 50 to 37. Now I'm out $10 a share. And if I want to go sell, the 47 to break even, I want to go sell the $47 call. It's going to be 50 cents. Also, when Lucid runs 10 points, I get called out. I don't make any money on the transaction. If Lucid drops more, then I'm really far away. So what I do for me works really well. You got to do whatever strategy makes the most sense. Crazy Carl, I'm going crazy. I want them to go up. I can't take it anymore. Hey, is any more help? The ship is sinking. I hope the ship's not sinking. I'm about to get on the ship on Sunday. So we got to make sure it keeps going. John Suave is in medical device industry. Got some great upgrades and is trading at the Gap Fill. Great company with groundbreaking tech for peripheral vascular lesions. Not bad premium for selling. Suave, do you look at that? SWAV. Shockwave Medical. I like that name. Shockwave. So let's see. Over the last month, it looks like it's definitely come down, filled in the little gap here in the last couple of weeks, and it's coming back up, but then dropping a little bit. So I don't know anything about this one, but yeah, it sounds like something decent and stuff. Scuba Squad leader, do you have any good advice on learning more about option trading, books, channels, etc.? There's some good stuff out there, books and stuff. But I mean, not to call you a dummy, but there's option, the dummy series of books. There's option trading for dummies. They have those books for dummies about every topic you can find. So they do have that out there. And there's a lot of good videos on YouTube. I was gonna make some videos trying to explain it, but there's so many on YouTube already. I was going to do like some dedicated ones, but there's some really, really good ones. Just be like option trading for beginners. There's a couple like cartoon ones that explain it really well that I saw. And when I was first launching the channel, I was thinking about doing some stuff like that. And there's just so many of them out there, so I just didn't go down that path. But guys, the scammers are back. We feel lucky this day. First 15 people who send us Bitcoin are going to get back 3 times what they sent. So this is obviously a scam. We're going to delete it and ban that person. And this is what we were talking about yesterday when I was telling you guys about the scammers and stuff. So always be on the lookout. That is not me. If it was me, you send me $100 and I would be sending you $30 back. It wouldn't be the other way around where you send me 100, I'm going to send you 300 back. No, I'm just kidding. Total scam. I will never ask you guys for money. We do have our, obviously, memberships and Patreon and stuff like that. Those you join, and obviously those are from us and legit things. But yeah, whenever you see any kind of post like that, guys, those are all scams. Raja will never ask you to send me money to help me. I need $1 million to help get my $25 million out of Nigeria. So please immediately send me some money. So it says, Ancient TPK says, you hit it big when people use your image for scams. So, all right, what else we got here today? See, Karen, Raj, I hope you and Jackie are well. Merry Christmas, and hope Santa finds you both, especially in the markets. Well, thank you, Karen. And happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you. Jojo Dirty Sluts, hey Scott, I hear congrats to you and Jackie. Why, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we were going to get married, but Jackie declined. She turned me down, so no marriage, no wedding. The only thing that actually is happening is Bonsai and Naomi are having twins, and they did pick Jackie to be the one of the grandparents. So or not godparents, excuse me, godparents. So that's about the only big news I have to report. But unfortunately, Jackie said she's not ready to get married yet. So I guess I got to stay on team single just a little bit longer. But our big one today, guys, Lucid up and even back up now after hours. So looking good. Really doesn't matter what it does right now because all that matters is what it does on Monday. But we had a nice little comeback today. And there's Marjorie in the house too. Had a nice little comeback today. Up 275,000. So unfortunately, still for the week down $1.4 million. Not the kind of week you want to have, but we survived it. At least we got a little bit back. And we're still up for the year. We're still doing better than, I won't even mention Kathy Wood's name. Oh, I just said it. We're still doing better. And how did she, this is crazy. Look at this, guys. How did she went down today, I guess, with Tesla up and everything, and just Roku. I don't know how she would have even been down today, because everything, I mean, I don't know. She must be picking them as bad as me with Lucid. But yeah, I don't know. There is a talks that Tesla's going to have this 10-for-1 stock split, and all this stuff, or but I don't think they would just announce it randomly. I think they'll do it when they do their earnings and stuff. Usually when Elon's in the past when they've done it, it was around earnings or like the same time. So I don't know. Who knows? He's so crazy. For New Year's, you may say, my gift to everyone, a 10-for-1 stock split for New Year's. But still, at the end of the day, I mean, obviously it would help it run some more, but still, at the end of the day, it still has a multiple that it has to trade at, and it's still, it doesn't make the company, doesn't, just because you split your stock makes it more easier for more people to buy more shares. But you also have to remember, it makes it harder a lot of times to move a stock when there's more shares out there, because it's just a bigger float out there. So it's, just, means more shares for people to short, means more shares you have to buy to get it to go up. So, it doesn't make, at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. You're just adding more shares because some people mentally have a thing of, I'm not going to buy Amazon for $3,000 a share. If I can only buy a fraction of a share, or I could only buy one share, I'd rather own a company that I can buy 1,000 shares of 3,000 shares at $1. Or it's the same thing like with the cryptocurrencies. People like all these ones that are under a penny just because and even some of the Dogecoins and all that, because you can buy so many. But how many Bitcoin at $47,000 can you buy today at once? So that's kind of why companies do the stock splits and stuff. It's more just help, and it does help. Usually they do run, but it is interesting. If you do look at, usually after stock, companies usually run before stock splits, and then within a month of the stock split, they're usually down from where they split. So that was interesting fun fact I saw when Apple and Tesla were splitting in the past. Tesla definitely didn't do that, but Apple definitely did come way down below the stock split price for a while, and obviously now it's running all-time new highs. And like I said before, Apple, and that's why with what I do, Apple's such a good one to do this with, because no matter what, Apple will always be worth more tomorrow, next year, 2 years, 5 years from today. It may have ups and downs in between, but it will always be worth more. Unfortunately, with some of the, as you guys remember, right at the beginning of the year, Schwab changed a lot of their requirements, and then also makes it hard with Apple at $180 a share. You can't, do as many contracts, and the premiums just aren't there. Even though Apple's moving so fast, the premiums aren't there to really make it worth, as much and stuff. So, but that's what I got for you guys. Hope everyone has a terrific week next week. Lots of live play from the boat, as long as the Wi-Fi is good. But we'll definitely help, be in a casino every night. So, should be lots of fun. We got Jackie's big birthday bash on Sunday night when we start off the cruise. And hopefully you guys will be able to join us. I'll, like I said, be putting my daily updates for you guys so you know where I'm at. Big shout out to all our YouTube sponsors and Patreon members. Patreon guys, I'll definitely keep posting. I'm not really planning, unless something drastic happens or unless it runs and we start, chasing it going up to make some extra money during the week. But like I said, I'm in a great, well, not in a great spot, obviously, because we're down this week. But if it does run, I'm in a great spot. I've got 1.6 million. I got $1,675,000. I would love this thing to be at $46 and not do a single trade next week, and end the week at $7.7 million. That would be my Christmas gift early to myself. It would put us almost back at near our highs again and stuff. So like I said, we're in great shape. If it did run and take off, maybe I'd roll these 41s up, and start chasing it. But it wouldn't be that much money, 600 contracts for an extra buck. We can maybe, catch an extra, 60 grand or something. But like I said, hopefully it maintains and builds up. Love to see Lucid back in the 40s, and that will be a terrific week. But hey, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope everyone has the best of luck next week, and I will see everyone. Well, I'll see live play, but I'll see everybody on Roger Makes Money back on the 20th, hopefully. So take care, guys, and have a great rest of your weekend and great week next.